Guys, welcome to Jazz Tech, and today our video is on upgrading our cousin's old HD PC. This PC he has bought in 2012. We are upgrading it to a better one. It has a 2012 or 2013. It has a Pentium G2010 clocked at 2.8 GHz, 4 GB RAM, normal, a very decent, or what to say, very cheap GT6210. It does not have a universal RAM, so it's just an HTPC. So we need to upgrade this to a better one. And even in a case, this is a case which is a very cheap one, very cheap power supply. The case and the power supply costs just 700 rupees. So we are upgrading to a better one. The products list I'm going to mention now. Get familiar with our parts that we are going to use for upgrading our HTPC. From starting with power supply, we have an Antec 450 watt BP450 as power supply. It's 80 plus watt, I suppose, but it is good since it is from a reputed Antec. For the case, we have a Circle CC821 case, very cheap case and a very decent case, better than that previous case. For RAM, we have a Crucial Ballistic Sport 4 GB of RAM, 1600 MHz, have a decent heatsink also. For SSD, we have a Kingston SSD now 300V, 128 gig SSD. For graphics, we have a mid-range GT730, which will be enough for playing games at 720p. The case of, I forgot to mention you that the case has 3 LED fans, all 3 are red. Let's guys start disassembling our old PC, starting with our GPU. First remove the thumb screw that is holding the GPU in place. Now press the PCI cover and gently pull your graphics card out of the motherboard. We also have a D-Link Wi-Fi receiver, so also remove that. Now let's remove our power connectors, starting with hard drive and HDD. Then move on to CPU or EPU or ATX power connector, then 24 pin. Very gentle with this one, as it at right angle. We'll try it afterwards. Let's remove the other cables that we can remove. The audio input, front audio, front USB, front headers, front SATA cables connecting the hard drive and the HDD and the ODD. Now let's remove the hard drive from the case by removing the 2 screws that were holding it. Screw somewhere safe in a disc like this so that it does not get lost. So now let's remove ODD or optical disc drive screws. Now let's remove the CPU fan, and so we disconnect the CPU fan header and rotate it counterclockwise so that it is very easy. We will not show you. Let's remove the motherboard screws. We have removed the 24 pin ATX connector, as it was very Let's take our motherboard out. We don't need to remove the RAM. It will be in its place, and we don't need it to remove. And I'll also remove our back IO panel. Now let's move on to assembling of our new HTPC. So let's guys start assembling our new renewed HTPC by installing our IO first. As always, the PS2 front port should be in front, so putting it this way. Please do refer to your manual for your motherboard. Now apply pressure on all four corners of the IO panel. This case has built-in standoff by this dome structure. We require extra 2 standoffs on these 2 positions. So now let's install the brass standoffs. Match the standoffs. We are seeing that we have one misplaced standoff. On the left side it was right, but on the right side it will be on the bottom one. Now let's relocate our standoff. Make sure that it is right. So we will again insert our motherboard. The standoff pins, you have to follow our manual because all are same colored. These types of screws. Motherboard installation. Do any one first. Just lightly. It's not installed. We'll match any one. In this case, we are going for the middle one here. Just do it lightly. Don't do it over tighten it, as it may bend the PCB and will not allow further installation of screws. Guys, let's continue with our installation. We will install our SSD and our HDD. We have already inserted partially, just one screw left. For lifting out the SSD and the hard drive, you have just to take out these two drive rails for inserting them. For SSD mounting, you require this screw. Don't know the exact name. Just put it here and screw it in. We require this screw, which is equivalent to the screw used for motherboard installation. Let's now install our RAM. This is a Crucial 1600 MHz RAM. That is a PNY RAM. We don't know about it, either they will work in dual channels, so we'll putting it in different channels. For different channels we require these two, this one, blue one, either that one or this one. I'll put them together. Just remove the tabs, align the notch, and just gently put it in, applying good amount of pressure, and hear them snap. Now let's move on to the optical bay installation. For optical bay, you have to remove the front covering. This, as it can't be seen without opening the front panel. Now let's move on to our PSU installation. Previously we didn't show you PSU installation, so this time we are showing you. For this case, we will use the PSU down, taking in air from the down, as you have an air filter here. So for installing the PSU, just slide the PSU right in on the rails and find the 4 screws that are matching the screws holes here. It will be different for different power supplies, and just screw it in. And guys, we forgot to mention you that we have shown how to remove a stock heatsink and how to apply how to remove thermal grease from a processor die in two videos made previously. You can check it on the links. You will find the links on somewhere here. The two links will be on different sites. PC build. You can see we have done our cable management and everything. We didn't show you cable management, GPU installation and also Wi-Fi installation, but it's very easy. Cable management is very tough. It takes time. Please have patience and do your cable management. So now let's see if our PC makeover has taken effect. Keeping our fingers crossed. Opening our side panel due to species belief, and now giving the push. You see that yes, fans are spinning, hard drive is making noise. Let's jump into BIOS. Here you can see that the RAM has been detected. It is showing 8 gigs of RAM. Now let's check whether our SSD has been detected. Hard drive properties. Yes, our primary source is Kingston SG300 120 gig SSD. So our makeover was successful. Do like the video if you like it. Dislike the video if you dislike it. Leave a comment whether you think that upgrade was a nice one or not. And do subscribe to the channel. Have any